Hey everyone, and happy Monday meditation. Welcome to the Soul Journey with Jen Snow. First off, hello Alex. Hope you are well. And yes, I've had an interesting day today, Alex. It's been one of those days where I was like crashing hard, and then I kind of found my second wind and got into this creative, inspired mode. So that was kind of my day. How was your Monday? Hopefully it was glorious. And let's go, Purple Princess. Purple Princess, how are you today? What is going on in your world? What's happening? How is the family? How are the rents doing? And Diane, hello, beautiful soul. How are you? How was your day today? So in Canada today, it is Family Day. And so this is kind of like a stat holiday. And so some things are open, some things aren't. And it's just kind of one of those weird days where we're not really used to it. It's only been Family Day for a couple of years now. And it just kind of throws off that rhythm, right? When you have that extra time, because it's not really a day off, but it's kind of a day off. And it just, that's why my day was kind of like weird, because I woke up in that mode, like, oh, it's a long weekend, but I had things going on in my head. So I ended up working, and it was kind of fun. That's actually got me out of my funk, out of this, like, I got creating, and I don't know if you guys know, but up in the corner here, just created this new logo. I've been toying with this logo since 2016, and I never really kind of found the one. I've gone through so many different iterations. I've changed it. I've liked it in the moment, but it's never really stuck with me. And I've never really loved it. But you got to have something, right? Everybody's like, you got to have something. And so I actually saw this tattoo on Instagram, and it had some of the elements that I had already kind of put together, and thought, wow, adding, if you guys know, I've been having, like, I have the forest with clouds on a lot of my stuff. I thought, wow, what a really cool idea to add some trees into this. And the circle part of it is because I wanted there to be like the sunrise coming up behind the mountain, so that every day we're rising into the new version of ourselves and creating space for healing and, self-transformation and all that good stuff. So finally got it. So there it is, guys. I think this is kind of where it's going to land. I got to touch it up a little bit, but I couldn't wait to share it. And then I'm so excited because I'm going to get some t-shirts and stuff made, because I think it's pretty. And well, it's me. I think it's me. Yeah. The triangle is representing all the different aspects of the the soul regression part of it. And my method actually with creating, and moving through stuff, looking at the cause, the creation, and the maintenance of things to help unwind the entirety of what it is you want to make transformation over. And that's, the 3 points, the mind, body, soul. So it all kind of comes together for me in that way. So that's why I've chosen it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys love it. I'm in love with it. And I've never been in, like I said, I've been going through these ideas and getting there. And everybody's like, you gotta have a logo, you gotta have this. And it's like, oh. I even actually hired a couple of people to do some stuff, and they did amazing things, but and there's just something not. And that's kind of how, but I had to get my mindset there, and it took me a couple days, and that's kind of what inspired today's show about mindset reset the mindset, and tools and tricks. And it's actually inspired the entire week of shows today. So on Thursday, we've got Jenny Adams, the Rooted Goddess. We're going to talk about positive affirmations, how to actually utilize them, and connect them to your space of creation, how to empower them and activate them and level them up. So that's going to be on Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that, look out for that notification coming up. And then on Friday, okay, guys, this is my question, because I want your opinion. On Fridays, do you want a morning show for the weekly recap? Would you guys prefer a morning show or a late afternoon kind of show? I'm curious about this, because I've been, I have missed the morning show with Ship, and I miss getting up and doing the morning show, and I miss that energy of the morning. And I actually, I'm a morning person, so getting up and doing things early and kind of having fun that way has been I've been missing that. But I want to see what's you guys' opinion. Let me know. Drop a line in the comments here. Would you prefer a morning show again? And if you do, perfect. I will line that up because I'm really liking the Friday recap and kind of tying the week together and how I see the topics that we do on Monday and the topics that we do on in the week with Jenny's or Maureen, just kind of bringing them all together and kind of closing them up. So it's kind of comes full circle, and hence the circle in the logo. So that's kind of my plan. I do miss a show, and yeah, get right. Me too. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do Friday mornings and kind of get that out now because you guys have a different time. Like I'm Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys, what would be the optimal time for you guys in the morning? What time really helps you get your day going? What time, before I know, because you got to fight traffic, you got to go to work and things like that. So what time here? Let's see what we got here. I'm open, but yeah, see, we're doing it in the mornings. We're gonna bring back Fridays. We're gonna bring back the morning show. Because I miss it too. I miss doing the show with Ship. So yeah, let's do a morning show. So let me know. Drop me a line on what time you guys, because you guys are a bit of a different time zone than me, so that I can adjust, and we will start that in the mornings. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Perfect. So there we go. Schedule set. And like I've been saying for you guys, if you guys have a topic that you want me to focus on during meditation, please let me know so I can build the meditation around that and I can really anchor it in tonight. Tonight, before we get started on the mindset reset, we are going to do some reframe regression, soul regression work during the meditation tonight. We're going to go do some repatterning, taking back something positive and stretching it across all your timelines to any time that you felt the opposite way. So we're going to be doing that in the meditation tonight because that is my precursor to what's coming for March. For those of you in the Tuesday night class, you guys know this. We've already talked about this, but we are going to be doing soul regression, and we're going to actually be really kind of niching this down to following the soul regression of a positive emotion. So the idea around that is that we are going to reintegrate that vibration, that frequency, and that energy in your physical, mental, emotional, and energetic self, and really bringing it back into your present life that is most needed in this time, and really allowing your cellular makeup and your light body to integrate in that frequency, and then inviting your physical, mental, emotional bodies to really reintegrate into that and reset those the mindset, reset the emotional mindset, reset the physical mindset, the physical body in that direction, so that we can open up and start to change the way we perceive ourselves, perceive the world, and interact with the world. And that's why another reason that these next couple weeks of shows are going to really kind of lead into that, so that when we get there, we are going to hit the ground running. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Do 10-ish. Okay, so hey, that works. Cool. I can make that happen because that's about a 7 a.m. start if we go 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is perfect because I can get up early and get the dogs sorted. And I'm sure Walker will not complain if he gets breakfast early, because he pretty much thinks that he's tortured if he doesn't get 2 breakfasts. He did lodge his complaint the other day. So tonight, let's get down to business. All right, mindset reset, tools and tricks. So I know that we've been all working at this. We've been all sitting with this. We all practice this on a daily basis. Just going to get rid of my Post-it notes here. Yeah, making this more streamlined. So, which means I get to play with Post-it notes, which makes me even happier because everything's neon. Mindset. This is a tricky thing because mindset has a lot to do with so many different factors that integrate our past imprints, emotions, experiences, situations, conversations, the past imprints that we have adapted from our parental figures, from our family members, from our friends, from our environment. So there's a lot sitting there, and our mindset begins to get shifted, and it gets compounded and anchored, which we've talked about so many times on the show, where your subconscious mind perceives something to be similar from an experience that you had in the past, and which that really does kind of compound that experience and the emotional connection to that experience, which and your subconscious mind's job is to protect you, to give you everything you want, and to protect you. Good, bad, or indifference. It doesn't know the difference between negative and positive. What it knows is that if you're afraid of that spider, and that spider, and you see a spider, if it gives you a huge emotional reaction or anxiety or stress or fear, you are going to move away from that spider, aka saving your life, and then its job is done. So every time you see a spider, that reaction gets compounded, and that becomes your natural automatic reaction to spiders, kind of thing. That's kind of the quick way to do, to put that into full. Now that works with our, every time we have a great experience, without a great experience, and those emotions all surrounding that great experience get compounded into any experience or any situation that feels similar in the subconscious. So we start to feel those endorphins, we start to feel those emotions again, we start to associate. And so mindset reset can be such a powerful thing, because when we are trying to unwind automatic reactions, and we're trying to unwind the thought patterns and the belief systems and the programmings and the habits that don't support the version of ourselves that we're unlocking and we're releasing and we're rediscovering or remembering, we have to really make sure that we find tools and opportunities throughout our day on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis, consistently. And there's the word. I'm going to really emphasize on the consistent, that we stay consistent on, utilizing the tools that work for us as individuals or as collectives, because, we all have our own flow. And this is a trial and error thing. You guys are going to have to try these tools and tips and tricks out and see, like, oh yeah, that one works for me. That one aligns, and I can do that on a daily basis. I can make that a part of my routine. I can make that one of my positive habits. That's going to be my supportive and encouragement habit that is going to help me move forward, releasing the suitcase, the heaviness, the things that are weighing me down, letting them go, and reminding myself that I want to do that, and that I am encouraging my subconscious mind to imprint on the positive mindset versus the past experiences. So, and that's why it's a constant thing that we have to do. That's why it's so important that, we get into these habit building, 14, 21 days, you start building different habits, you start imprinting them. And we've talked about habits, about placing them in between two automatic habits and having a when and where. So on a daily thing, at this time, after I do this, I'm going to set new habit that follows, and then following that, I'm going to go have my cup of coffee. So when I get up in the morning and after I brush my teeth and do my morning routine, I'm going to come out, I'm going to do my meditation exercise, or, I'm going to make my coffee. I'm going to go do my meditation exercise. When my coffee's done, I'm going to get my cup of coffee and get on with my day. But having a plan, and I say a plan because if we don't have a plan, if you let it be like, today I'm going to do this, and most of us do it. I have done it 1,000 times. And then the day gets going, things start happening, chaos gets rolling, the tornado happens, and you get to the end of the day and you're like, oh, totally dropped the ball. Totally did not make that happen today. And then you get into the other side of that where you start to, coach yourself on that inner set of, not being successful or failing at the attempt. And we get down on ourselves, and then it starts that cycle. Well, your inner mind's, your whole being's basic primal instinct is to move away from something that doesn't make you feel good and move towards something that does. So that's one of the factors that, contributes to us falling back into old patterns, is because those old patterns, whether they're working or not for our future or our present version or the version we're unlocking, they are a comfortable zone. And at that point in those old patterns, you've accepted them. So they're not making you necessarily feel exceptionally good or exceptionally bad, but they've been a part of your routine. Your whole being knows that you can survive there. You're safe. It's plenty. It's fine. Maybe that's not where you want to be safe, and that's not what you want to promote, but you get into that role again. So that is one way that one of the keys to this mindset reset is having a plan and coaching yourself to your plan. Right? I agree that no plan just sets it in motion for it not to fit into your day. And not because you don't want it to, it's just, I don't know about you guys, but if I don't give myself a plan, my day can be very full. And I get to the end and I'm like, what did I do today? But somehow in the process, I'm like, oh, I was like so busy. I was crazy busy. Hey, Tana, how are you? I miss you. I'm coming down on the March 9th, 8th in that area. So hopefully I get to see you. And I won't have the blue card but the following time I will have my card on the coast. So yeah, no plan. No plan is a great way to make it harder on yourself. You could still get there. Trust me, you will. Motivated, inspired enough, and pushing yourself enough, you will get there. But the no plan does make it harder on yourself. So I know. I will send you a message after. I'm coming. I promise. I'm booking the flights, and I'm gonna be staying extra. So things just got had a couple people in my life pass away over this last little while. So my trip down at the end of the month got changed, but I'm coming. I promise. So back to the plan, back to that programming, setting that plan in motion, and really like the when and where. Think about when and where, and you are activity, you are mindset reset stacking. You are putting that in place. So one of the things that, okay, I always talk about it. These are my Post-its. They're everywhere. And for those of you that know me, I have a little book here. And this is also part of my action plan, is my little book. This is where I'm writing my notes. This is where I put the things that I want to work on. So this book goes with me actually almost everywhere. And yes, to the Tuesday Night group, I found the original. So I will be going back because I had notes from not last week, but the week before. So we are going to be stepping back on what that topic was without missing it. Oh, guys, thank you. It's okay. Thank you. There's a lot of that these days. So I'm not the only one that is going through that. So a lot of changes, right? A lot of souls transitioning back to their light bodies as we go through this next part. It's always hardest on those of us who end up staying. That's always they're in the light. They're having they're recovering, they're healing, they're regaining all their light body energy, and I'm sure they'll all find a way to come back and be like, hello, you thought I was gone. And I'm going to say no graciously and say, no, I knew you weren't. I was just waiting for you to show up and tell me what I'm supposed to do. Because let's be honest, light body spirits souls are so much bossier than anybody really knows. And you can't, when they really want to boss you around, they can make it so apparent that you are definitely not missing it. At least that's been my experience. But yeah, thank you guys. I do appreciate your comments. It's just one of those things. I think there's been a lot of that going on right now. So, and it doesn't make it okay, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it fun, but we have to, So I'll be doing the celebration, be going to the celebration live over the next couple of weeks. So I will be coming down after that. So, but so habits, action stacking, thinking about when and where are you going to put in your mindset reset, and how many times a day are you going to check in with this? So what I mean by that is when we're talking about the mindset, we're talking, and the reason I'm setting this up because I have a list here. How many times throughout your day are you going to give yourself, block a 2-minute period of time, 5-minute period of time, a minute? I'd say less than a minute, but a minute is actually probably long enough to check in and see where you're going and catch what's going on and change and shift. And I'm going to come back to the, catch, check, and change. But I want to set this up first. So when we get into that places, how many times throughout your day, where's your when and where going to be? Where are you going to check in with yourself? Where you're going to examine where your mind has gone, where your emotions have gone over the last couple hours, and what plan of action do you have to get back into your inner self quickly and easily and effectively, to rewrite that history, to reframe that moment? And when I'm talking about the history, I'm talking about the time in between. So if you're getting up in the morning, before you wake up in the morning, your eyes are still closed and you're just coming out of sleep, and that is your beginning. So that's when you're first going to get into that coaching space, that self coach space, and navigate okay, this is what I want to focus on. This is what I want to build today. Universe, show me how good it can get, kind of thing. You get your positive affirmations, you get your positive statements. I will, like I said, we will dive into all of that more on Thursday. So I'm going to leave that there because I have so much more to say on that. And I know Jenny, the Rooted Goddess Jenny, does too. So you get up. What is your time frame throughout your day? How much time do you want to give yourself to do a quick check-in, to check, catch, check, and change? What is your plan? Are you going to give yourself 3 hours and you're going to sit down, take your 2 minutes or your minute and go, okay, where has my mind taken me? Where have my emotions led me? So we are emotional beings. Our emotions really are the imprint of the record keeping of our past experiences, and the way we really build a lot of our internal landscape around the emotions that we have experienced throughout certain events. So for the Tuesday night class, we're doing this journal. Who am I? Who do I want to be? And who was I today? So here's another add-on to that journal but this is more of the mindset reset journal, is where was I in the last block of time, X time? Where were my emotions, and where did my emotions lead my thoughts in my mind? And so you do that quick check-in. Now, again, you're going to find your incongruencies. You're going to find your congruencies that are supporting and encouraging you, the version of you that you're unlocking, that you're releasing, the brilliance that you're stepping into. And so the ones that are not in that frequency, that vibration, that energy, this is where your reframe comes in. So you go back and you kind of close your eyes, you do a quick, and you ask your super consciousness, your subconsciousness, what was my trigger to set emotion, set thought pattern? Okay, great. And go back and kind of have a little mini regression where you go back and talk to the version of you 2 hours ago. What were you feeling? What do you need to feel differently? What would help you feel less however you were feeling 2 hours ago? And in your imagination, your subconscious, and we keep saying this over and over, and you'll hear every hypnotherapist, so many, and not just hypnotherapists, but more therapists and more life coaches and more, TED Talk speakers, everybody is, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a vivid imagination and physical reality. So if you go back in that 2-hour frame and you talk to the version of yourself that was feeling, I'm just going to use this, unfit or not enough, and ask that version of yourself is, what was the trigger to that? Okay, now you know your trigger. So you've gained some insight to that. Stepping in, you're in the observation, you're in the listening, you're in the hearing space of doing this. And what does that version of you need to is that version of you ready to change their story? The story that we're telling yourself, the emotion, the thought process, the programming, the belief systems. What does that version of you need to feel differently, feel less unfit? And you'll have an idea. So imagine creating that visualization of giving that version of yourself 2 hours ago what it is that they need to feel less. We're air quoting here, unfit. And get to a point where that version of you get the sense and the knowingness that version of you, that imprint of you, has changed the story and is feeling better, getting to that point where I'm good. Yeah. And then we bring that information, that feeling of good or being excited or being, peaceful or calm. You're going to come up with some different words. Your language is going to be, that's the beauty of you, because you're going to have your own words. And imagine imprinting that peacefulness to any time or place in any timelines, forward or backwards, that you had felt unfit, that you've just resolved through this self-regression and this self-reframe and mindset reset technique. And kind of go with that, letting the conscious and your higher self, your cosmic inner higher self, your super consciousness, take it across, taking a couple deep breaths and moving on with your day. And as you come out of that space, again, before you open your eyes, this is your coaching time where you just compound and anchor everything that you want to bring give life to, give energy to, because where your energy flows is where your mind and your thought goes. So reset that energy, helps you reset the thought process. Okay. So, yeah, the list is check in with negative self-talk, but that's the same thing I'm talking about. And making time for yourself is such a big thing. So that's when your when and there comes in. Okay. Making this a daily routine. There's your habit. So this becomes a part of your autopilot. This becomes a part of your everyday, and you'll start catching, checking, and changing things more easily, more fluidly, and more just more in real time versus having to go backwards or forwards to do it. It'll just start to happen. You'll start to be like, oh no, that's not it. And like I said, I've told you guys a million times, I have my little like white eraser, and I erase the thought and I rewrite it out on my whiteboard. I bring it in, I say it, I feel the emotions around it, and I re-imprint that conversation and I change my conversation. And that is such an important thing. When we change our conversation with ourselves, we begin to change the conversation in our internal landscape. So that is a reframe tool, a mindset reset reframe tool. Reframing, whether it be real time, present time, past, an hour back, 2 hours, days, months, weeks. I mean, the reframe opportunity is only limited by your imagination and where you want it to take you. You could reframe to 5 minutes ago. You know what? 5 minutes ago, I was not in a happy place. I'm going to go back and I'm going to sit with myself, see how myself is feeling, what triggered that, what that version of me 5 minutes ago needs to feel differently, and create that energy, create that vibration, create that frequency, match that emotion in the frequency, vibration, and energy that is you feeling differently, and then hold the visualization of yourself stepping into that energy, that frequency, that vibration, that emotional feeling, sensory, and embodiment. So there we go. So that is one way to reset your mindset on a daily basis. So that is the coaching side of today. And now we're going to get into meditation, unless anybody has any questions around that. And if you don't feel comfortable and like asking questions on the public side of this, you can always send me a message on Instagram or send me an email at snowjenl@gmail.com, and I can elaborate a little bit more on that and answer any questions. And if you have them, that's an option too. Or leave a comment here and I will get to them. I have learned how to answer comments. So guys, if you leave comments, I figured that was also on my list to do today, was actually figuring out, because every time I go look at the replays, I can't see the comments. Well, you have to go somewhere else to see the comments when you're me. So I figured that out today. So I will be able to respond now. There won't be any like, oh, she never reached out. And I will do my best to reach out in a timely fashion. So today's meditation, like I said, we're going to do a little soul regression. We're going to do a little positive soul regression. And we're going to go back to the most recent time that you felt peacefulness. And in that peacefulness, we're going to ask your superconscious, your higher self, your cosmic inner self, to take that energy, vibration, and frequency anytime to any place or time in the past, present, or future, or timeline forward or backwards that you felt differently. And just bringing that peacefulness back into place. So there we go. That's the word we were looking for today. And so when you're ready, guys, I'm going to ask you to please go ahead and find that beautiful spot where you can sit down, you can lay down, where you feel at ease, to make time for yourself, to go into this place of rest, into a place of peacefulness, a place of calm, a place of ease, a place of comfort and interconnection. So let's go ahead and find that spot and let yourself lay down, sit down. And anyone who may be driving a vehicle or doing any kind of event or situation where you need your focus, just knowing this is where you hit the pause button on this Monday meditation, and you can come back to it at a later date when you have time for yourself, when there's no other distractions, no other obligations that you need, i.e. if you're driving. So let's go ahead, and when you're ready and willing, please let your eyes drift into that closed position and let them close down. And as they close down, taking a couple of those deep, beautiful breaths in and out. And as you breathe in and out, taking a moment to give yourself permission to take this time, to enjoy this time, to be in this space of rest and to be drifting into a place of calmness and comfort, connection. Perhaps inviting your root chakra to create that feeling of grounded energy rolling through all the way down through the soles of your feet to the heart of Mother Earth, and repeat. That's right, inviting your root chakra to feel and be centered, grounded, balanced, and aligned, and more at peace. With every exhale, letting go of any worries, any cares, any stress, just release. Breathe out. Heavy breath out, clearing that root chakra. As your root chakra becomes more grounded, more centered, more harmonized and balanced with each and every breath you breathe. Every exhale, letting go as you release. And as you begin to feel more grounded, more rooted, more centered, more harmonized, more balanced within the root chakra, let your mind wander into that sacral chakra. And as you breathe out, releasing any and all old stuck emotions that no longer align with your greatest and highest purpose. That's right. Releasing and letting go. And breathing out any and all energy comprised of negative emotions that may be preventing you from connecting, grounding, and drifting into a more peaceful, calm place of rest and comfort. With every breath, allowing yourself to softly and gently connect. Breathing out any last energies held within the sacral chakra that are comprised of any and all negative emotions, situations, events, past, present, or future. That's right, as you breathe out, you release. Allow yourself to let go more and more, the deeper in, the deeper down you go. And then when you're ready and willing over these next couple of breaths, let your mind wander into your solar plexus chakra. And as you breathe out, when you're ready and willing in a moment or two, letting yourself release any and all energies comprised of disempowerment, comprised of lack or scarcity that you may sense or feel yourself holding within your solar plexus chakra. That's right. As you breathe out, you let go, you clear, you balance. Every exhale comprised of any and all energies of lack, of scarcity, of disempowerment that you may sense or feel yourself holding or within your solar plexus chakra, allowing that energy to release, dissolve, and melt away with each and every breath out. That's right. With every exhale, you release, you let go, you drift. A little bit deeper, a little bit faster, a little more calm and connected than the moment before. When you're ready now, allow your mind to wander up into your heart chakra. And as you breathe out, you release any and all energies that have prevented your connection to universal and self-love. That's right. As you breathe out, you release any and all energies comprised of any and all situations, events, belief systems, programmings that prevent or have been preventing you from being in that full connection of universal and self-love. That's right. With every exhale, you release, you let go more and more. That's right. With every exhale, releasing and letting go of the last energies comprised of anything blocking or preventing your full connection to universal love and self-love. And when you're ready, let your mind wander now all the way up into your throat chakra. And as you breathe out, we release and we let go. And with every exhale, every breath you breathe, you release any and all energy comprised of hesitation or any sense of holding back your authentic voice and wisdom. That's right. Every exhale, you breathe out through your heart chakra, releasing any and all energies comprised of anything preventing or causing you to hold back from expressing and sharing your authentic voice and wisdom. That's right. Breathing out, release, let go, shift. Every breath out, getting lighter and lighter, calmer and calmer, and drifting deeper and deeper still. Deeper in and deeper down. That's right. Letting your shoulders drop down. Just let them go. With every exhale, feel your shoulders release. Feel them rest. Feel them let go of any and all things and energies that no longer serve your greatest and highest purpose. And as your mind wanders a little bit more, let it wander up into your third eye chakra. And as your mind wanders into your third eye chakra, with every exhale, you breathe out any and all energies comprised or that have been blocking your true inner sight. That's right. As you exhale, releasing any and all contracts, imprints, cords, connections that have in the past, present, or future timelines prevented you from being fully connected to your inner sight clearly and easily, confidently and abundantly. That's right. With every breath out, feel your third eye release and let go of any and all energies, past, present, or future, any imprints, connections, cords from any life, forwards or backwards, that have prevented you from being in full connection and clarity with your own inner true sight. And notice how you notice this. Notice the cleanse, the clear, the balance of your inner third eye. And when you're ready now, let your mind wander up into your crown chakra. And as your mind wanders in your crown chakra, breathing in that universal light, breathing out universal energy, light. Breathe it in from the top of your head all the way down to the fingers, the palms of your hands, your thumbs, all the way down through your shoulders, your chest muscles, your diaphragm, your hips, your upper thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your heels, all the way down to the soles of your feet. That's right. Every breath in, breathing in that energy comprised of universal light. And every exhale now expanding that energy of universal light all the way down from the top of your head, your crown, down to the tops of your shoulders, down to the upper and lower arms, down through the hands, the wrists, the palms of your hands, the fingers and the thumbs, all the way down through the shoulders, down through your diaphragm and your chest muscles, all the way down through your upper, mid, and lower back, down, down, down through your hips, your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your heels, and all the way through the soles of your feet. So that every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every part of you begins to glow and illuminate in universal light, energy, frequency, and vibration. And with every breath, just let your shoulders drop. And with every breath, you begin to drift into this wonderful, pleasant space of universal light, energy, and its love, divine, pure, unconditional, loving embrace. From the top of your hands to the tips of your fingers and thumbs, down through your shoulders and diaphragm, down, down through your hips, your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your heels, and all the way down, 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 down to the soles of your feet. With every breath you breathe, they're getting softer and lighter, harmonizing, cleansing, balancing, and drifting into a deeper flow of connection. And as you continue to flow with that universal light energy, as if you have become light energy, let your conscious mind wander to the space around you, taking in all the noises both inside and outside of the space that you have chosen to journey in. And just notice how you sense them, how you hear them. And when you're ready and willing, knowing that from this point forward, any and all noises, whether mentioned, unmentioned, now or later, inside or outside, expected, unexpected, loud or soft, will no longer disturb nor distract you from this wonderful feeling of full rest and connection. In fact, with a statement of intent, inviting all the sounds, including the sound of my voice, the sounds in the background, as they come forward throughout the journey to help take you deeper in and deeper down into that place of calm, that space of rest, that flow of connection, of balance and ease, comfort and release. So as I go quiet for a moment, take a moment to listen, to allow, letting every sound take you deep, deeper in, deeper down. And when you're ready now, and you feel more and more at ease with the space around you and the flow of your breath and light energy, let your focus come back to those tiny muscles around your eyes, inviting those tiny muscles to become completely soft and at ease. Let those tiny muscles become so soft, pleasantly heavy, and wonderfully calm. That's right. Just focusing on allowing those tiny little muscles to become softer and calmer, calmer and softer. With each and every breath you breathe, and as those tiny muscles become completely loose and soft, I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. And when I reach 1, those tiny little muscles in and around your eyes will be completely soft, your eyes fully closed. And you find yourself drifting down into that pleasant space of calm, that pleasant place of home base, that center core, that beautiful space once more. So here we go. 3, let yourself drift. Let those tiny little muscles around your eyes become supple and soft and more at ease. 2, feel your eyes gently, pleasantly, and wonderfully closing down even more now. Let your eyes rest. Let those muscles become soft. 1, letting your eyes be completely soft and loose. Those tiny little muscles around your eyes, pleasantly calm and wonderfully closed. and becoming softer and softer and more at ease with each and every breath that you breathe as you drift softly, gently, and wonderfully deeper and deeper into the presence of home base. That's right, with every breath now. You'll drift into this wonderful space of home base, this center core, this self source and soul space where you have access to your inner and highest wisdom, where you have access to the super consciousness and all that is. So let yourself go now and notice how your breath guides you with each and every breath you breathe into that pleasant place of home base, that very beautiful and spectacular, wonderful sanctuary. That is your special place. That is cozy and comfortable. That is safe and secure. That place where you can be at home. That is always near. And as you move into the presence of home base, let those muscles in your neck now rest and release. Let the shoulders drop a little bit more into the comfort of the space around you, into the surface beneath you. Just let them go. And as we continue to move along on the journey within, you'll find that your mind may wander. And if it does, and as you find it wandering, simply bring it back to the breath you breathe. Bring it back to the sense of home base and that place, that wonderful space of inner peace. And as you step into the landscape of your home base now, be there now. Feel yourself drifting down, down, down. And as you focus on home base, you'll drift a little bit faster, a little bit deeper, and a little more deeply connected than you were the moment before. A little more deeply rested, a little more deeply connected and rested and calm with each and every breath you breathe. And you may notice in a moment or two, you drift wonderfully, peacefully into home base, into that spectacular space. And in a moment, I'm going to continue to help all of your whole being rest and release, to drift in softness and into peace. So in a moment, I'm going to mention several different muscle groups. And each and every time I mention these muscle groups, I just want you to focus on them for a moment, allowing that focus to create more peace and rest, more softness and release. So when you're ready now, as you breathe with ease, let yourself focus on your facial muscles. And as you focus on your facial muscles, allow them to become softer and softer than ever before. That's right. And now you've softened your facial muscles, and now focusing on those tiny muscles around your eyes once more, helping them become even softer than before. And now that your facial muscles are soft, your eyes are soft, let's go ahead and move your focus now into those neck muscles. That's right. With every breath you breathe out, you release, you let go. And as you breathe in, that wave of softness begins to flow. And imagine now those neck muscles completely at ease and at peace. And as you move your focus down to your shoulders, let your shoulders drop down, let them release. Let the muscles in and around your shoulders become completely soft and loose. That's right. And now your shoulders are soft and loose. Let your mind wander into your chest muscles, bringing that soft wave of comfort into each and every muscle in and around your chest. And now your chest muscles are soft and loose. Your shoulders are slack and supple. Bring your mind into your solar plex. That's right. Allowing your solar plex to become calm and at ease with each and every breath you breathe. And now your solar plex is calm and at ease with each and every breath you breathe. Feel that universal energy stretching, expanding, deepening, and flowing into every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every cell of your entire being, luminous and brilliant and bright and shining and feeling more and more at ease, connected and light. And now, when you're ready, let your mind wander down into your hips. That's right. Bringing that wave of softness down into your hips. Let your hips go soft and loose. Let them be calm and settled. Let them be evenly balanced and at ease with each and every breath you breathe. And again, allowing that flow, those waves of softness to flow from your shoulders down to the tips of your fingers and your thumbs, all the way down to your chest muscles, your upper mid and lower back, deep down into your diaphragm, and all the way down through your hips and into your upper thighs. That's right. Allowing your upper thighs to go soft and loose, completely at ease, drifting down deeper into comfort and release. And like small, gentle waves rippling down, feel that flow of softness expanding, stretching, and increasing all the way down past your knees and into your lower legs. That's right. Allowing your lower leg muscles to go soft and loose, to be totally at ease and comfortable, and filling with more and more inner peace. And now expanding that soft wave that's flowing down you like waves rippling in. Bring that softness down to the soles of your feet and beyond. And now the soles of your feet are soft and loose and have released the footsteps of the day completely. That's right. And notice from the top of your head to the palms of your hands, through your knees, until through the soles of your feet, your whole body is resting and drifting into a deeper space of peace, a deeper flow of comfort, a deeper feeling of softness. And that wave of softness will begin to expand, deepen, increase with each and every breath in and out that you breathe. That's right. From the crown to your facial muscles, to those tiny muscles around your eyes, to your neck muscles, your shoulder muscles, your arms, your hands, your fingers, your thumbs, your chest muscles, your diaphragm, your stomach, your upper mid and lower back, to your hips, down through your upper legs into your knees, your lower legs, and through the soles of your feet. With each and every breath you breathe, becoming softer and softer and more at ease. And just notice how you notice this, soft and gentle, gentle and release, as each and every breath takes you deeper than the moment before, the deeper down and deeper in to home base, that beautiful space of calm, of rest, of connection and knowingness, into that self-source and soul space where everything is at peace, where you can softly and gently let go more and more as you easily and simply release. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to go back to the most recent time you felt peaceful. When I count to 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way back to the most recent time that you felt peaceful. No time, no space, no thought, just drifting back to the most recent time that you felt peaceful. And just notice how you notice this. Perhaps taking a moment to notice if you're inside or outside. Taking a moment to notice the landscape and surroundings around you. All the way back to the most recent time you felt peaceful. And as you notice if you're inside or outside and you notice the landscape and the scenery around you, take a moment to check in and notice where that feeling of peace, where you feel that feeling of peacefulness the most in your physical body. Perhaps noticing what time of day it is. And as you notice where you feel that feeling of peacefulness most in your body, perhaps noticing if you sense or feel that peacefulness has a color or a texture or a temperature or sensation, and how you notice this, how you sense this, how you connect with this peacefulness within you. And if you choose, allowing yourself to allow that feeling of peacefulness to get bigger and stronger, stronger and bigger with each and every breath you breathe, until you can feel it emanating outwardly all around you and through you, into every muscle, every fiber, every nerve, and every part of you, totally and completely flowing in that energy, that frequency, that vibration, that emotion of peacefulness. Really allowing that feeling of peacefulness to flow with your life force energy into every bone, every muscle, every nerve, every organ, every cell, every part of your physical body. With every breath you breathe, allow this inflow of peaceful energy, frequency, and vibration, and life force energy to flow into every part of you, your physical being, your mental being, your emotional being, and spiritual energetic self. Knowing that you are bringing this peacefulness, this change into every relationship in your life. Most importantly, the relationship with yourself, but those you're intimate with, those that you are friends with, your family members, your colleagues, your friends, acquaintances, and even strangers, or perhaps even those you might have once considered to be your enemy. Allowing that energy and vibration, that frequency of peacefulness to flow, and your life force energy to flow into every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every bone, every organ, every part of your whole being, until you feel it stretching, expanding, and deepening from the inside out and the outside in. Your whole self is vibrating in that feeling, that emotion of peacefulness. And now, as you feel this expand and deepen and flow through you, inviting your cosmic inner and higher self, your super consciousness, to take this feeling, this energy, this vibration, and life force energy of peacefulness to any time or place from any life, past, present, or future, any timelines forwards or backwards, any universe, dimension, or reality where you had felt the opposite. Bringing this change that you have just created, this activation of this beautiful vibration. And just notice how you notice that process complete as that energy, vibration, and frequency of peacefulness expands and deepens, connecting, repairing, shifting, and transforming. Any time or place, past, present, or future, any timeline forward or backwards, any universe, dimension, or reality where you had felt the opposite. And just notice how you notice this. And notice how you notice when the process is complete, inviting your cosmic inner and higher self, your super consciousness, for your greatest and highest purpose, to take this peaceful vibration, energy, and frequency that you just expanded, deepened, stretched, and connected to create positive and abundant changes, transformations within and around you, in any timeline, forward or backwards, in any life, past, present, or future, any universe, dimension, or reality. And feel that mindset reset in full flow, positive, creating transformation shifts as you continue along the journey and as we continue to go. And when you're ready now and the process is complete, bring that feeling of peacefulness all the way back into your present self now, coming all the way forward in this life at this present time, and feel that vibration, that frequency, that energy of peacefulness flowing in, and your life force energy in that vibration, frequency, and flow of peacefulness, flowing into every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every organ, every part of you. More and more at peace, more and more at ease, more and more connected into that vibration, frequency, and energy of peacefulness on a whole. And breathing it in and breathing it out. And notice how you notice this. Your whole self flowing in peacefulness, your whole cellular memory realigning, balancing, harmonizing with that vibration, the vibration in its highest form of peacefulness. Physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, feel how good it feels to be you, flowing in that mindset of peacefulness, the energy of peacefulness, the body and life force energy flowing in that vibration of peacefulness, calm, and even more connected than ever before. And noticing how you connect with your cosmic inner and higher self, your super consciousness. And feel that flow of peace like waves rippling down into you over and over, deeper and deeper, bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger, and more with every moment that passes from this point forward and beyond. And taking a moment to celebrate this reactivation of this frequency, vibration, and high energy of peacefulness into every bone, every nerve, every fiber, every part of your mindset, every part of your being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically, realigning, reactivating, revibrating in your highest frequency from this point forward and beyond, if you so choose. And notice how you notice this. And taking a deep breath now and giving yourself perhaps permission to stay in this vibration, this frequency, this flow of peacefulness as you continue on throughout your day and the week and beyond. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At 5, you'll be fully emerged, fully aware, fully alert, feeling wonderfully connected, aligned, and more peaceful than ever before. 1, bringing back that frequency, that flow, and the energy of peacefulness in its highest form into the present self, back into your body now, and feel how good it feels to be you. Feel that flow of lightness in every muscle, every nerve, and every fiber, and every cell of your cellular makeup, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically aligned in that higher form, frequency, and flow. And feel that connection with your cosmic inner and higher self expanding, clearing, and opening. 2, feel the bend in your arms and legs, feel the softness flowing through every muscle, every part of your body more loose and at ease as you feel mentally and emotionally peaceful and more at peace with each and every breath you breathe. And 3, feel your chakra energy points all in alignment, harmonized and balanced, clear and reset. And giving yourself a moment to feel your mindset and feel that reset of your mindset coming through in a more peaceful point of view and perception and thought pattern and energy flow. And notice how you notice this the deeper you go. And 4, your eyes are crystal clear, your energy is clear, your mind is clear, your body is nourished and replenished, your energy is flowing, your life force energy is more connected than ever before. And 5, fully emerged, fully aware, fully alert. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, please go ahead and open your eyes, taking a moment to invite the frequency, the energy, and the vibration of peacefulness that you've reconnected with to come back into your physical waking reality. And feel how good it feels to be you. All right, everyone. Oh, that was a good one, actually. So we are gonna. Oh, you're very welcome, Alex. Thank you for being here and always being here. You guys are amazing. So again, Thursday night we got the Rooted Goddess with Jenny Adams. We're going to talk about positive affirmations, how to put them into play, how to make them more powerful, how to really wake them up and activate them, and how to make them, something that is not just something that people talk about, but something that is actually in this force of creation, and connecting you to your force of creation and helping you shift and transform your current reality in all aspects. So, oh, I'm so good. Uh, Always, oh, thanks, you guys. You guys are amazing. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. And we're going to continue on that deep dive into soul regression work. So, yeah. And then Friday, we're going to do a morning show. That's it. It's been decided. We're going to do a morning show on Friday. So, you guys will see me in the morning on Friday. And I will be setting all that up over the next couple of days. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with me, your energy with me, your support. I mean, it means the world. And I really can't say that enough. And if you guys would be inclined, please go ahead and hit that smash like button. And that way we can get this out there, right? We can help more people. Ripple effect. So thank you very much. And I will see those of you in the Tuesday night class tomorrow. And I will see you Thursday and Friday. And have a great week, guys. You got this. You're very welcome. All right, guys. Happy Family Day. That's right. Even though you might not be celebrating it, I'm still saying it. Cheers, guys.